Hello, and welcome to the video on Edit a Basic Report. I'm going to go to the Access database files and open the one called Sales. In this one, you'll notice there are all tables, and the one I want to create a report from will be the one called Store. So if you want to take a peek at it, this is what it consists of. Only 7 records: store ID, store name, street, city, and province. And that would be, you could print out this if we were to look at it as a file print preview. It's very basic. It looks like something from Excel. So I would like to do it as a report. So the first thing I'm going to do is close out of here, and then I'm on Store, which is fine. I'll go to Create, and in Reports I'll go directly to Report. So it'll put it, Report Wizard is when you want to make decisions on what you would want to include in the report. When you want everything, you just click Report and you get it all. So you'll notice we talked about this line before, which is the dotted dash line that goes vertical. It shows what will fit on one page, and then the rest would fit on page 2. So what we want to do is make some minor adjustments so it does all fit on one page. What we could do if we wanted is change the layout to landscape, but I want to keep it portrait. So the first thing I'm going to do, and you can either do it from View or you can right click on Store, and what we want to choose what's called Design View. And it puts it into very strange, as if you're working with a grid and you want to make some adjustments to it based on the measurements. So if you hover over on the bottom, you can see that it stretches out to 16 inches, which we're going to use a standard size paper, 8.5 by 11. So we would want to get it down to 8 inches. So what we can do is hover to the border and then drag it over to about 10 inches, which is still, we want more, bring it over more, but what we need to do first is decide on the store number, store name, what you can make things smaller. So work under, not the page header, under what's called detail, and when you click store ID, then you can get those double arrows and make it maybe a little bit smaller, and I'll do that for all of them. Click store name, make that a little bit smaller, look for the double arrows, and you'll notice you're giving yourself more space on the right hand side. I'll do the same thing for street, for city, and for province. Province is just 2 letters, so you don't need it that large. So now again, with the page number, when you're moving the page number, and this is a programming code to number them page 1 of 1 or 1 of 2 or as many as they are. So when you select it, you're actually going to use your handle, which is those 4 arrows, and drag it all over so you're getting it on the other side of 8. Now I can go ahead and bring the full margin to 8 or a little under 8, and everything fits. But I notice right here where it says count number, how many records there are, I'm just going to make it a little bit larger so you can see everything. So I'm just going to widen that. And then let's go back. So I'm going to right click and go into report view and see how this looks and see if it all fits on one page. And there it is. And I'll go back in a second, but you'll notice that you have the date and the time and the name of this report, and then it's showing a total of 7 records, 1 of 1. I'll go back to right click and show you in where we were before, design view, and these are commands similar to what we did with Excel, equals, today, open close parentheses. Those are commands that will automatically update it to the date that is current and the time. And there's the page number and our count. So this is where you can make changes and adjustments in viewing, and then when you're finished you can go back to report view. So I'm going to go to design view because I want these 4 tabs that are up here, and I want to put the province in alphabetic order. So I'm going to click the report design tab, and then I'll choose group and sort, and down at the bottom I'm going to choose add a sort, and then I want to sort by province. And then I'll go right back to right click and report view, and then you'll notice that the provinces are in alphabetic order. So that's working with a basic report, making design layout changes so everything fits on one page. You could just manually, if you wanted to, go back into design view, and you could add in the heading by and your name. And then I'll right click and go back to report view so you can make changes. And I'm going to go back just one more time to design view. When we have these tabs, when you're in design view, you can use the themes. So if you used one of these themes with a different either Excel or Word and you wanted to PowerPoint, you could select that, and you'll notice the changes as you move across. So you could select and change the theme to match the rest of your project. So I'll go back to report view, and there I have the theme so that they're all consistent. So that's working with editing a basic report. Thank you.